Good afternoon, saints, bishops, missionaries, evangelists, people of God, and whatever God has called you to be. Welcome to a Get Ready with Me. Today we're doing something a little different. Me and Shar have an event to go to tonight. We are selling our hats, your scrunchies.
Hats, scrunchies, all types of little crafts.
Before that, we wanted to do a quick Get Ready with Me. So make it cute, short, and we'll go right into the video.
Sorry to browse.
I got all these. I gotta go get my face though.
What, like a facial?
I don't know why I'm scared to get a facial. Okay, guys, so we're going right in to do makeup. Let's start a question. Boom, right there. Shar, tell them how we met.
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
We met through. So, this is how we met. We got set up. I don't know.
We got set up.
We did. We did. But in like the best way possible. So, the assistant pastor of my church, Ephesus Ministries, 80 Durham Avenue, in case, y'all looking for a church home.
Snap. I put it right here.
Yes, you're looking for it. So my assistant pastor, Pastor Shannon Carter.
Pause, sorry. Put a stick in it. 1 second. We have approximately only an hour to get ready. So we're going to try to do this. Get ready with me, all this in an hour.
Full glam in 1 hour. We got this. So my assistant pastor, she came to me. She's like, oh, I have an extra ticket for a jazz concert. Would you like to go with me? And I was like, okay. It was just something to do, get out the house. You got married in August, so this had to have been like June, July-ish. It was nice outside. We didn't have coats on. It was nice. It was hot. So I just thought that she and I were going to the concert. So she was like, oh, do you want to do lunch, like food before? So I said, okay, so we went to Pearl Street, if anybody is from Buffalo and knows where that is downtown.
You better shout your city out.
716, stand up, thank you.
315, where you at?
All right. So we went to Pearl Street, and I don't know if she told me at all that you were coming.
So, side note, for me.
Yeah, you tell your side.
Her pastor straight up said,
Pastor.
Huh?
My sister pastor.
Okay. My bad, because she watches this.
Subscribe to her Patreon so you can get the bloopers from this video.
Okay, so her assistant pastor reached out to me and said that she wanted to put me, basically put me in the works of being her friend, basically. So I said, okay, that's fine. She was like, we're going to go to the show, and then we can meet up for food before. And I'm like, okay, that's great. So Shar knew nothing about me coming. I'm so shocked right now. I knew everything that was going on. So I'm super, 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 super surprised that she didn't know nothing. But she kind of played it off when we went.
I was cool with it. Like, I wasn't like, you know why? Okay, so let me tell you the tea before the tea. So when Richard came to preach at our church, like a couple weeks prior, I seen her sit next to her mother, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Because I seen her outfit.
Cute is for kids.
I don't know how, that's literally what I said. Like, I just said because like the way she was dressed, and not to be vain or anything like that, but I liked how she put her look together. And for me, in my background, I like the aesthetics of things. So
I remember I was wearing too. I had like a green dress on.
I remember it was colorful, but I liked the way she put it together. But I didn't get to speak to her that day. Like, I just seen her from a distance. So fast forward to when I seen you, I was like, okay, she's cute. Like, I remember you had like this green and pink long.
Green my color, obviously.
Yeah, like floral dress, and anything pink is gonna catch my eye immediately. Like, I'm a pink girly. The wall. So I was cool with it. And then we got to talking, and then you started talking about TikTok. And once we got into the social media, YouTube makeup space, it was pretty much how boys become friends over football. It was pretty much that for me.
We talked about social media?
Mm-hmm. Because at that time you were on TikTok, and you talked about your Amazon.
Oh, yeah, you talking about, we were talking business.
Yeah,
because I'm a businesswoman. But we're talking business, and then we, Shar was already married. I was getting married. And we just talked about basically our lives, talked about her assistant pastor. We talked about a lot of stuff. And then we went to a show.
You got to tell the part.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Wait, what part?
About the babies.
Oh, and then, so we were, she was married. I was a fiance. I was engaged. And when we were at the restaurant, it was like a table behind us with like a mother, and she had her baby, and we literally locked eyes and was like, she's like, so do you plan to have kids? I'm like, do you plan to have kids? Because for me, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, at that time, I was not planning on having kids at all.
But you like the idea of it.
Yeah, like I think I like that. Yeah, the idea of it, but the real life application I think was a little scary at that time. But I was very newlywed at this point. Like our marriage was like super fresh.
She was about to be a year in.
That's still super fresh. Ask anybody.
I know it is super fresh, but I'm saying you act like you was married for 2 days.
It's given the honeymoon was like 2 days ago.
So anyway, we went to see the show, which I had never seen. I never been to a show like this before. I never went to a jazz show.
We seen Samara Joy, and who's now a Grammy Award winning jazz performer, and she's young, black girl, phenomenal vocals.
When I tell you I enjoyed the show, like I really did, I would go again. And I love those type of songs she sung. Yeah, it reminded me of. I thought I was in a movie.
It did get very much so. It did. It was so good. And I wasn't a jazz fan before that either, but I like her.
Yeah, I was definitely not a jazz girly.
I feel like this isn't as full covered as I want.
So anyway, I had to leave early because I think I was going to town or something.
Something like
I don't know. I left early. I texted them like, hey, thank you for the night. We'll talk soon. Blase, blase. And she was like, all right. Like that was, she was like, okay, like, I don't know why she texted me that. And so that was that. That was literally...
That's how we met. That's like the meat and potatoes. And we kind of talked in between dinner and the show too. Remember we were sitting outside in that courtyard because they had like
a little,
I don't even know what
I don't know what it's called, but I was trying to, thing is, I'm a picture girl. I was trying to take a picture, but I was scared to ask her to take my picture.
Oh, I'm good with this. I like to get the angles. But we know these things now. We didn't know them like 2 minutes into meeting each other. So that's how we met. And then what ended up happening? Oh, Friendsgiving.
No, that's not what happened.
I figured. I was trying to skip that part of the story because... Go ahead, tell it, because we're here.
What happened was, she was never going to be my friend. She never was going to reach out. We had dinner. We broke bread together. We watched a show, and that was going to be the end of it.
You know why? Because I am very socially anxious. And so, therefore, I always just assume, especially with girls, that they're just not going to be my friend, so I don't really try. But if you try, then I try back, and now look at us.
So, in other words, I shouldn't have tried. Because I'm not a...
Then what would right now you'd be real bored just sitting at home.
No, it'd be serious.
You would be at church.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't have me, and your life would be really dull without me.
Yeah. But anyway, so days went on, weeks, months. I think I got married.
Also, I was also newlywed, so those weeks into getting married into your wedding are like stressful. The last thing she needed was to be talking to me about making a new friend, and she didn't need my advice because she didn't ask for it. So I kind of wanted her to go seriously wanted her to like get through the wedding, and then I was like, now I can bombard you with.
She wasn't
random.
That's
questions.
all nice and dandy.
That was honestly my thought process.
She wasn't gonna reach out to me, so I was like, literally, it was like a random day, and I thought about. I told Rich, I'm like, oh, I never even heard from that girl. I said that girl because I really didn't know you. I haven't heard from that girl that I went out to eat with in a minute. He was like, you should probably reach out to her. You know.
See what happened when you let the Lord use you?
Because her assistant pastor really wanted us to be friends. Obviously, she saw something in us. So I was like, let me reach out to her. And I didn't know if Sister Girl was like real saved or not. So I was like, oh... So I was like, oh my God, I really think like God really put us together, blah, 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 we should, I'm wondering how you doing, whatever. And she like texts back maybe like immediately, and then the rest was history.
Yeah, and then Friendsgiving, and then she spoke KJ into the world a little bit.
I spoke life into her womb, huh? I did not. So I had a Friendsgiving, y'all, and my Friendsgiving is really only for like my close friends.
Oh, should I have talked about that?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't care, but me and my husband, we throw events, maybe like Thanksgiving and Christmas, only for our close friends. And sometimes when we have news to spill, we spill it to our close friends at those events. So I invited her and her husband to our Friendsgiving because, I was getting kind of close to her and I maybe wanted her to be my friend, maybe. And so at the event, we had broke the news that we were having a baby. And then I looked at Shar and her husband was like,
oh, y'all next. She literally came behind us. We sit next to each other. She came behind us on the... You know how people like lean up on the chair? She's like, oh, y'all next. And we just looking at each other like...
She like, yeah, okay. Guess you got a message 2 weeks later.
because that was November. I was pregnant well before Christmas.
Yeah.
I was pregnant well before Christmas.
They left the event and got busy.
I don't even remember if that's how that happened, but
Okay, I gotta take these guys off.
Oh, I guess we are at that point.
Oh my god, these feel so good. I really think you guys should everybody should have these.
Is it in your TikTok shop?
Yes.
Link down below?
No, this is my TikTok. Mm-hmm. Scroll down. I'll put a video. Scroll down, tap the video, and go to buy it.
Yes, these are actually really good. They're hydrating.
Aren't they?
And they're not like itchy. Because you know sometimes you put stuff on and it's itchy. It's not itchy.
Okay.
I missed the garbage.
By far.
So be careful with your foot.
By far, sure.
What is that? I don't know. More garbage. There we go.
So anyway, that's how we met.
That's how we met. I'm doing like full blown, like, because I'm here now.
We're here. Let's do it. So anyway, we found out that we have a lot in common. Our birthdays are in the same month. We are married. We got married in the same month.
Yeah. When's your anniversary? The
6th.
Oh, mine is the 15th. Okay.
Mine is the 6th of August. Now, I often get that mixed up because that's not our anniversary date, and we wanted to have it all together. So it's very normal for me and my husband to forget our anniversary date because we're so used to our old date. Did you know that? The day he asked me to be my girlfriend. Be my girlfriend. The day he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Same, you got engaged, right?
Engaged too. And our wedding was supposed to be on that day too. But things change.
I'm sorry, I'm concentrating.
Concentration. You know that's name?
Let's play. Concentration.
I go first. And you go second.
I'm never good at that game.
Category is names in the Bible.
Names in the Bible?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
I could do a couple, I think. Okay. I should.
Okay, I go first. Moses.
Esther.
Nehemiah.
Jesus.
Jonah.
We should have started with Jesus.
Well, in the beginning it wasn't Jesus.
In the beginning was God. Adam, Eve,
Job, Abel.
Oh, and let's not get into the names of all their kids.
No,
that's too much.
And the amount of years that they lived.
That was a whole chapter in itself.
Just
names.
And Cain and his descendant and Hashikablik and
it was all types of apostrophes and hyphens and all sorts.
And they 40 wives.
Yeah, no, we ain't got all that to do. We got Mary, Joseph,
Miriam,
all sorts of people. Oh, look, we had a couple.
We did good. It lasted about this long.
Yeah. We stopped actually playing, but it's okay. That's usually how our conversations go. 90% of the time. No, I'm saying I need a brow gel because they keep moving.
You need a brow gel?
Mm-hmm. I had one by Maybelline. I don't know if I loved it or not, but I had one.
Baby, it's Maybelline. You know, I was as a little kid, I always wanted to do that commercial from American Next Top Model. The easy, breezy, beautiful.
Oh, CoverGirl. You wanted to be a CoverGirl?
No, I just always said that. When I watched it, I used to always just practice saying it. Because they couldn't get it. Like, how can't you remember that?
I think it was the pressure, being in the moment.
That was me. Like, I had to preach, right? And, I never gave honor to God, to my pastor.
At the beginning before you spoke? I'm not judging you. You were nervous, weren't you?
Real nervous.
You had to be nervous. Because that's how I break the ice. First, give honor to God because I got to find my words. So I start with those.
Girl, no, I sung a song and I dived right in.
Oh, okay. Okay. What'd you say?
Yes, Lord, from the bottom of my heart.
To the depth of my soul, yes, Lord. Completely, yes. Now I'm here. Okay, I'm done.
So says yes. No, I didn't. Did I sing that? I didn't sing that.
That's what we talk about, adult friendships.
Yeah, but I didn't sing that.
That wasn't what you sang? I'm only doing this while you're talking because if it stays still long enough, I'm not gonna be able to blend it, and it's gonna be real bad.
No, what I seen? I saw yes, but I don't know. I don't remember. It was one of them.
Yes. It wasn't that one?
Oh.
There's a lot of yeses. Oh, I sang the Shekinah Glory yes at church on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It went really well. I was a little nervous.
What did I see?
I like this is bright enough.
I don't know. It'll come to me.
It's okay.
But adult friendships. What about adult friendships?
Like the quality in them, because we were talking about this the other day, and how like just to be able to bounce off each other like this, it's so peaceful. Because I feel like in high school you kind of tend to do what you need to do to survive, and not just like be yourself. Where like here we can just like bust out in a hymn for fun just because. And I don't have to not like be like, oh, I don't know if I should do that because I don't know. Like, no, I can just be Char and it's cool.
Well, I think it's more of like the dynamics of adult friendship, because for me, I am a family woman. I am a woman who literally would be around my husband 24/7, and Char kind of picked that up.
Oh, for sure. I respect it.
Yeah, because it's like when my husband walks into the place, the whole world stops.
I'll call you later. But I feel like out of respect for it, you should. Like, especially if it's like, I haven't seen you all day. You've been at work. I've been at work.
Right.
Talk to the man. I'll call you back. Or I'll text you. And then we end up on the phone later anyway.
Right. So I think a lot of people don't, especially if you... This is why it's important to have friendships kind of almost in the same alignment as where you are in life.
I wanted to say like an equally yoked friendship.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know if that would be weird. But that's what I mean.
Because... You know, I want to be around women who are married. I don't want to be around single women. Not saying that I can't be, but...
There's a lot that they won't be able to understand. Or reasons why, like, oh, my husband just walked in, I gotta go, would be like why?
Yeah, like...
Versus like, oh, no, I get it. Like, go ahead and, you know, go ahead. I'll
But
talk
not
to
all
them.
single women, you know, they don't do that. But sometimes it could be like, girl, you see him every day. What that got to do with me? And she has a newborn like me. Oh, I keep saying newborn like me.
Yeah, our babies
I still
are
feel
not
like,
babies anymore.
But I still feel like I had him yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I mean, it's going to be one.
June was, it's insanity how quick. Cherish those infant years. I mean, years, look at me.
Infant
months. Because they're literally like seconds.
They go by so fast. It's like... I hope the way I think my makeup look is how it looks.
Because this blush is giving real clown makeup, but I feel like once we get it all together, it's going to be together.
Yeah, once I put these lashes on, y'all, and put my stuff together. But yeah, I cherish my adult friendships, and we live in the same city, and we don't see each other at all.
This took a lot of planning. Even today.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, leading up to, this afternoon, like literally up until like 5 minutes before we seen each other, it was just a lot of planning. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like I literally wouldn't have it any other way. You are so fast.
What you mean?
You already on lashes?
I do my lashes before everything.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm still blending out. I haven't even put
And I think it's also good because I'm new to this content creator, and Shara's like okay with it. Like some people, I know me, because I'm not how I want to be at all times. She does not care about me recording her.
No, but I also grew up in the YouTube era, like 2009, 2010, 2013, when like the beauty gurus and the beauty girlies were really the beauty girlies, and so like this was my television, like watching girls do their makeup. So it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I love it. I love to see it. I love that she does it. Personally, I don't know if I'm brave enough to, but
you're brave enough to do it with me.
Yeah, but because it's like your content and your channel and like your storyline versus like me. I don't think I have enough to talk to people about, unless it's like sewing or like crocheting or KJ. I feel like that's my life now.
Definitely. So we're kind of like almost at the same threshold right now in life.
Yeah.
And we're debating not now, but we're debating on baby number 2. I don't know, y'all. Baby number 2 is a scary book to read for me. I'm like terrified. I don't know. I'm just really scared. The idea I want to have more kids. Yes. Not kids. I want to have another kid. I don't know. What do you think?
I want another kid, but what I went through the first time kind of scarred me a little bit. And then, but not like having a kid, like the idea of like being a mom and like the day to day and taking care of him, that part kind of came seamlessly, and like him integrating to our family came seamlessly. But the work that goes into it, and also like the mental, like postpartum is a real thing. It's a real thing, and I'm just nervous to go through that again.
Yeah, because it
so
might be
close
it might
to him.
be.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'll be worse. I don't know if it'll be better. And then your body just goes on this roller coaster, and there's no guarantee that from one pregnancy to the next is going to be the same. So it's just like I'm walking into the unknown again. The first time was cute, you know. First time I was like, all right, it was cute. And I think what honestly helped was us being pregnant together, because we would just ask each other questions and we would text each other and just kind of like be each other's like sounding board to kind of be like, okay, no, I'm not crazy because this is going on with you too. And that really, really helped.
Yeah, definitely. And just the fact that we're not first-time mommies anymore.
Right. So then we have to think about baby number 1 and how they feel and what they need and what they're doing.
Because that's my dilemma right now. I have Halo, and Halo is like my world. And I don't know if I could. I know it's very much logical to love another baby as such, but I don't know. He's just my baby.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine life with baby number 2, but then I feel like once you have baby number 2, you can't imagine life without
baby number 2.
Yeah.
But then it's like Halo, he's my baby, and then like I didn't want to see him sad because I'm paying another baby attention. Like,
unless he's like a naturally born older brother, you know what I mean?
Right. But then seeing him, seeing our babies love each other, like how Imani is with Halo, oh my God, it like melts my heart.
Yeah. And I think my son is a people person. Like, he's a very much so. He loves to play. He loves people. So I feel like if I had another baby, it just would be like fun time for him. Like, I don't even think that and again, he's only 8 months old, but I feel like as moms, you know your kid. Because
my son is literally an only child type of kid, or he gives little brother energy, not big brother energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Halo is like, these are my people. This is my mom, and she's my mom, and she's my mom. So that's my mom. That's Halo. And KJ's like, he's like, bye.
See you at
school. Bye. He's like, can Halo come over and play? Like that's KJ. And so I feel like if I were to have another kid, I'm not so much worried about him. I'm worried about me. I just don't know if I have the stamina
to keep up
with 2. Especially if I have another boy. Because them boys, they don't warn you adequately. At all.
I kind of feel like I'm going to have another boy. I don't think I would have a girl.
I want you to have a girl. Just so I can go shopping.
Just so I can go shopping.
That's it. People be like, oh, I want you to have this. Like, y'all not the ones here taking care of this little baby.
I look a clown.
Let me see. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I hear.
I don't think so.
You hear my voice getting tired?
It's okay. Oh my God. We had the best lunch. This is random. We're talking about random things right now. But that's sushi. But here, to bring it full circle, the fact that we just ordered a bunch of different sushi, sat at my dining room table, and just ate together.
It gives big bag energy.
Yes, but a big bag is a welcome big bag. And if y'all was on Instagram last week, you know what we was talking about. But if you wasn't there, you wasn't there.
Follow my social medias.
Mine's is private, so you can follow me, but I'm gonna have to.
I'm not even gonna put hers out there because she's not even gonna accept her. So I don't know why she would post that.
Okay, thank you.
I don't even know why she would even say anything about her socials.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we know enough of the same people who may already follow me.
I highly doubt it.
At least one. At least one. Maybe 2.
That follow you, that know me?
Yeah.
In my circle?
Yes. Ooh. Define circle. 2. Yes. 3. Yeah.
Okay, I don't even like that many people.
All right. 4, if you count bro over there.
Ooh.
He walked in, he's like, oh, I'm a sister title now. I was cracking up.
Cause listen, I don't carry relationship titles that easily, y'all. My words is like, I can't talk tonight. Oh, tonight.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You know where we're going with this?
Yeah, we are young.
Oh my gosh, that was my high school.
So
years.
let's set the world on fire. No, that is very, very much demonic. Going to hell. So
it's like I'm exciting.
We're just having
Who was that?
fun.
Like Wiz Khalifa or somebody? Yes,
Like,
Wiz Khalifa. We don't care who sees. Oh yeah, I remember. I got
Yeah.
you. Do we have the same brush?
yes, I tell you this every time.
No, yours is flatter.
But yours is bigger.
Yeah, this is a powder brush.
Yeah.
Real Techniques brushes are.
We're just having. So you got that stuck in my head.
Okay, well, let's unstick that one from your head. It's not even a really good song.
Only thing about our friendship that is really not that important. But I can't enjoy my conventionals with her.
What do you mean conventionals?
My conventions. I'm going to my conventions.
I told you I want to go. I just would stick out like a sore thumb. I'm Baptist, and they would point me out from the back.
She's not denominational.
Currently, yes, but I was raised Baptist. Therefore, I feel like they would just like say, "You gotta exit stage." But I want to go to AIM like once.
Because I need a friend. I need a
once.
friend who got footwork. She gallops.
Is this gonna be a
Okay, I'm sorry.
this is gonna be a no
I'm joking.
She said tonight I'm getting it all off my chest.
No.
We've literally talked about this stuff like at length. Like it's
a thing. It's a thing.
It's like a part of our dynamic. But remember I told you I said you would take my son because my husband was born and raised Church of God in Christ. So I feel like my son needs to
he needs footwork. He's gonna have footwork.
So he gonna go to conventions with
Especially with he got a little bounce already.
He do, and he stick his hand out like this. I'm like, hallelujah. He get to smile and he'd like this. I said, well, if your hand is so cute. He was in church and he just was doing this. He had his hand like by his forehead like this. It was so cute.
KJ is Kojic.
He is born. He was born because I wasn't born in. So
this is the church of God in Christ.
They changed the lyrics since then.
I know, but guess what? We're gonna still sing in the old school way. This is a church of God in Christ. What's y'all?
We don't have one.
You cannot join it.
We have the doctor.
You got to be born it.
And I'm sorry for all the Baptist folks. If we do have a song, I don't.
She ain't really Baptist. She'll know.
I don't know. They ain't never sang it. We got hymns. We got Dr. Watts hymns. That's what we got in my church. That's what I know.
Sorry, I keep out there. No, I see y'all getting beautified. Y'all already beautiful, but y'all gonna take
Yeah,
it
you're
up
just
a
gonna
notch.
be on her YouTube.
Amen.
You're making her do more editing work. Where do we leave off? Oh, that you have to be born in?
You gotta be born in, honey. Just finishing up a few touches. I wish they had a different color.
Like other than black?
No.
Different color what?
I mean a different setting.
Like backdrop?
No, like color. But then again, this is blinding me. I feel like.
Yeah, it is bright. But I think I'm done. I feel like if I keep going,
Doing too much.
I'm gonna do too much. Oh, my lips. What do we do? What do you do? You doing your like normal lip combo?
Yeah.
Oh, I might actually copy you.
Really?
I do. I really like how that turned out. But no, I got one right here. Milani. They know what they're doing. Milani knows what they're doing. And this lip gloss, my little cousin has a lip gloss line.
Okay.
But she's in college now. And she doesn't make it anymore. And I'm really sad because it was really good.
Okay, cousin.
Yeah.
Today is cousin's birthday, y'all.
Oh, happy birthday.
Shout out to him, y'all. He got a little boo thing. We'll have more content later.
You gonna leave him alone.
Y'all coming to AIM, right? Y'all gonna see cousin at his booth at AIM near. I think. We'll see.
You know what the Church and God in Christ songs? Cut this part out. I learned in like elementary school, and the tempo. Do you guys have California Fish Grill out there? No, I never. I'm so distracted. I'm so sorry. This is giving like old.
What's giving old?
This lip liner.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, that's like yes, but I don't want to say it.
No, it's not giving old.
Leave it matte, or should I put some gloss on it? Don't mind my skin peeling. It just
Where?
right here.
Oh, mine looks cool all the time. A little gloss.
Oh, it's too much.
Yeah, too much. No, dap it like I did. Oh, I used your last of it?
Oh, it's okay. It was I don't need the box to go, so it's fine.
You need a box?
No, I don't need a box.
Oh, you need a box to go.
A box to go.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, I like this.
Let me put this.
Oh, we have to iron still.
What time is it? Oh, we did good.
Good.
Hold on, Yummy. Ooh. Just a little 1-2 before we go to our vending. It's a vending.
It's vending.
Our vending event. We're making hats.
We got hats. I got my scrunchies like the one Tiana's wearing.
Literally, she made this for me.
In this very room. I have big hair. One thing though about having baby boys. Oh no, those are cute though.
No, the thing just fell out.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was saying weird. Those are cute. The one thing about having a boy, my hair got thick. It got nice and thick. I mean, I've always had thick hair, but I didn't get that postpartum shedding.
I didn't either.
That's so good. Girls, I heard
I heard girls make you ugly.
They drain your beauty for themselves is how I heard it phrased. I don't have, I'm wearing a hat, so that's why I don't have a hair accessory. I'm gonna put these on so I'm not blind.
That was our get ready, put together little video before we go out to our vending machine. I keep saying vending machine. Before we go out to our vending table. Other than that, yeah, I don't even know if this is.
Let me see. You look cute. You look like that's like your beat. It's cute. It's not. I like it.
I like my mom. Leave a comment, y'all, cause y'all don't believe in comments.
Yeah.
She left a comment on a couple videos, but not on a lot of videos.
We gotta start the conversation.
We need conversation, so for the next get ready with, maybe we could have more stuff to talk about. So after this, leave a comment. Okay. Bye.